Oh, no. Alrighty, guys, I think I have found it. The hardest plane to fly ever. Yeah, take a look at this one. Short little wings, a huge cockpit where you can see a lot out of. Everybody, of course, we're on board the Dornier Do 31. This one was released this week for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, partnered up with Eni Builds, who made this pretty good add-on here for 10 euros to buy off the store. I mean, you know, starting off with the description is already interesting. It's a jet-powered VTOL experimental military aircraft. Everybody, yes. You know, this was back in the 1960s, where militaries and airplane engineers were just obsessed with the idea of having a VTOL plane, the so-called VTOL fever. I mean, we talked so much about the V-22 Osprey, which derived from that dream, and a perfect example of that is the Harrier, you know, the British airplane that could float, as well as, of course, the F-35, which came out a lot later than the 60s. But this airplane, everybody, is the only plane that was ever built that was like an actual plane with an actual cabin, like a transport aircraft that could hover. Yes, we've only ever seen then rotor planes like the V-22 or fighter jets. This thing is a proper airplane that can take off vertically, and let me tell you, it is the hardest plane to fly. Literally. And we have a note here that tells us how to use the VTOL system. Obviously, we have the two throttles here that controls the big jet engines that we have right here, and they work. I mean, we're able to use this plane as a normal plane right here. We can put the flaps down, by the way, all the way up to 60. They come out here. I wonder if we're able to take off from this place with those little tiny wings here. Take a look. Come on. All right. Come on. You can maybe do this. Yeah. I mean, this plane flies well as a normal airplane. Shut up, stall warning. Look at that. We can slowly but surely put the landing gear up. And now we have a small plane with a very small wing, which means we can do barrel rolls, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. This thing's practically a fighter jet. Very nice. But let's maybe use this as its intended use, and that is take off vertically. Now, how does this plane do that? You can see these two little tank-looking things here. No, they're not actual tanks here on the wings. Those are actual jet engines that we can activate by pressing the magical button of co-pilot vertical engine control. This simulates now that a co-pilot is sitting here. No, we're all alone. That would turn on the engine, which is happening right here. There you go. All these little turbine engines here have now come out, and they're, you know, starting up. We can tell that here. Take a look. Yep, already looking good. We're already up to temperature, and now we are ready to go. See, this plane was a huge workload for the test pilots who flew it, because, you know, obviously this was the 60s, one of the first VTOL planes, and the big issue about flying a VTOL aircraft, and I, you know, found that out in my VTOL 737 experiment, is some sort of a stabilization system. Yeah. We're midair, barely. I've now applied an extra axis here, which does the vertical lift command. There we go, just like that. Beautiful. And you can see, yes, the plane is flying as it should now. We can use the throttle, here we go, to adjust the angle of verticalness. Oh, no. All right, okay, we're back. We're back to business. Yes, you can see all that air being pointed directly at the ground to hover when we are doing that quite well. Take a look at that. It's just a little bit unstable. I don't think anyone's able to get a totally stable flight out of this plane. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear up and maybe direct our thrust right here from the main engines towards behind us so that we're pushing a little bit of speed. Yeah. We are actually gaining a little bit of airspeed. We are at a stable altitude. Look at that. Fine. Look at that. We are actually gaining quite a lot of knots now. That is perfect. And you can see automatically our vertical, VTOL engine has turned off and it's now put off. That is very important because it eats so much fuel. In real life, the vertical takeoff engines would only spin for around 3 minutes just to get the plane off in the air. Once you're done, you're good to go and you're flying. I mean, this worked relatively well. The problem is we're not super fast. See, this airplane kind of sucked as a helicopter because it was very hard to fly, and it kind of sucked as an airplane because it's relatively slow. Take a look at the VMAX, 147 knots. What is that for? That seems very, very low, actually. We are at 250. But yeah, Yes, indeed, even in this normal mode, we can literally see the fuel quantity going down as we speak. It's insane. Yeah, this airplane very much struggled with range. And also, I mean, it struggled in general. It also couldn't carry a lot of payload. No, this wasn't a very strong airplane, but let's go ahead and land it anyway. But not on a runway. Can you see this teeny tiny helipad down there on the lighthouse? We shall try to land. Very small airplane here. And get the engine back running. There we go. This is our vertical engine. We can see already that is happening. Our airplane has to lose speed in a second. There we go. We are drastically losing speed. So we're coming in for a landing. Let's put the landing gear down as well. All right. And so we're stopping very nicely now. We're now losing altitude as well. There we go. We are losing speed quite heavily. Again, that would be 2 pilots in the pilot seat who very busily need to make sure the airplane stays happy and alive. All right. Uh-oh. Come on. You can do it. You can land it. Yes. I mean, we are very fast. Come on. Why are we at 100 knots? That shouldn't be happening. This airplane can hover. God damn it. No. Don't you dare! No! God, this airplane is genuinely impossible. I mean, out of the 3 airplanes built in real life, none of them crashed. Just like I just did. That's probably because these test pilots really were a bit talented. There we go. We're super dead. Come on. No. All right, let me try this again with like high precision. Welcome to St. Bartholomew Airport. All right, let's put the landing gear down. Actually, I don't think this is definitely not bad at all. See, I just have to remove a little bit of thrust right there, just like that. It's not easy. I think flying a helicopter is a lot easier. No. Oh, making a smooth landing on a small surface really isn't easy on this thing. All right. Yes, I've done a landing. Nearly crashed it. This airplane truly does look interesting. Come on, then. It's maybe time to land at the shortest runway in the world now, baby. But we're not a conventional airplane. Would you take a look at that? Go ahead and stop now. Lose some altitude, which is probably the hardest job. All right. No, don't crash! Ah! God damn it! Ah! Come on. I guess we will need to use the runway normally. All right, come on, stop now. Yes! Now stop, you idiot! No! Ah! It is genuinely impossible to fly this plane normally. Okay, no. This video could have also just been a crash compilation, guys. All right, here we go. Now we're hovering normally. It's hard to like get this airplane stopped. It's hard to like steer it. It's really hard. I can't get this airplane going. All right. Oh my. All right. Jesus. I feel like this thing is kind of in like an identity crisis because it doesn't really know, especially with those wings, what it's supposed to do. Look at it. I can't get this airplane to slow down, and now it's in some sort of airplane hybrid mode where I can't get it to slow down very well. Take a look. Come on. This airplane, like genuinely, it's impossible for me to use. As an airplane, yes, but as a helicopter, I cannot land it. Here we go. We are losing so much fuel right there. Yes, this thing's got a range of a Tesla. Come on, now, work with me. Don't go into airplane mode. You are at 34 knots, which is a lot, but you cannot slow down for some reason. Come on, don't lose altitude now. Why do you seem to lose altitude? That makes no sense. Come on. All right, come on, you can land it now. Oh! All right, now, why are you so fast again? Oh, now landing on those. All right, that's fine. That's fine, we landed. The brakes aren't very strong either. Yeah, maybe I just haven't got the hang of this airplane, but I feel like it's genuinely super hard to fly. All right, come on now. All right, shut up the engine now. Shut up the engine. Shut up the engine. Good, we're fine. We're good. There we go. We can just shut off the fuel right here, and that will shut up. No, that will shut down the engines as well. Take a look. I mean, this airplane's relatively sophisticated. There we go. Engine 1. I mean, most of the switches do not work, though. I mean, this is a 10-year-old aircraft. It's just kind of, this plane's all about the point of having finally a 31 Dornier. You can see here the cabin, and you can see this is probably the most cargo you'll fit in this plane. Practically nothing. Come on. How can I open the door now? Open. All right, here we can put the ramp door out. There you go. Open. Yes. Take a look. After all, cargo airplane. Oh, that was a bit of a broken texture right there. There we go. I mean, this airplane can fit a lot of air at least. I mean, air is not bad. Maybe styrofoam also works. Get rid of that right now. Maybe also, let's go ahead and activate the nose probe right here, which looks even more ridiculous. It's probably for, what is that, mid-air refueling? What is that for? Now this airplane looks like a proper insect. I like that. I mean, this airplane definitely beats the U-2 Dragon Lady airplane that I once called the hardest to fly. This thing is a lot harder to fly. Come on. Yeah, I mean, we can lift off. That's easy. Maybe touching down again from time to time is also not too hard. But making this airplane do a full flight from one helipad to another is literally impossible. Jesus. I mean, what wonders me most is that this thing has autopilot. Come on, let's maybe turn it on. Clutch. What is that? Good. The airplane does appear to have some boundary mode. Okay. Some modes where it's able to help you maybe a little bit. All right. Maybe it's like some artificial stabilization. But this seems even worse. I have no idea what's going on here. Maybe in the S2 No, this airplane is genuinely the hardest. But there you have it, some amazing piece of engineering of airplane that definitely failed because VTOL airplanes are just very hard to make. There are definitely limits, you know. This thing uses so much fuel, it's absolutely crazy, so it's got a range of 0. It makes sense the only plane that kind of works is the V-22 Osprey, even though that's kind of a death machine now. Other than that, I mean, take a look at the C-130. That thing can land practically anywhere anyway. Why do you need a transport aircraft that runs out of fuel before it gets to its destination and kinda kills you in the process of doing so? Good. That's why the project of this airplane was like canceled 3 years after the first flight of this airplane in 1970. Although it is crazy cool. So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this special video right here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night.